Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Josh Hooper of Grand Rapids Christian Hockey. How's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing well. So, this has been a very interesting season for you guys, and you guys are on quite a bit of a roll right now. Since you won at Caledonia just right before break, and then you kicked off 2025 with two big wins against Manistee and Escanaba, and then you tied one of the best teams in the state in East Grand Rapids. Can you just tell me how good of a start you guys have been since you came back from break, or I should say continuing 2025 on a win streak?
Yeah, so we were a little worried that the break might slow us down, but it has not done that. We went up to the UP. We knew what we had to do. We were going to face some good competition up there. Ultimately, we just needed everyone to do their part, and everyone came together, and we've been rolling.
Yeah. So, I know going up to the UP is did you not have like a lot of time? Did you touch the ice at any point after the 18th against Caledonia, or did you get some or did you not like, yeah, we haven't skated in like a couple weeks and then we're heading up to the UP. What was that like for you just to kind of get through that break period where really there's not a lot going on?
Yeah, so we had some optional kind of skates with GRC alumni. They were in the mornings. They weren't nothing serious. And then that second week of break, we had team practice, but a lot of guys were out of town. We had guys in Florida, out west, Germany. So we had a lot of guys who got home Thursday night and were at the rink Friday morning ready to go on the bus. I was skating the whole time. I never ended up leaving. So I think I had a little bit of an advantage there, but half of our team first time on the ice was versus Manistee.
Yeah. So you skated pretty much every day during break. What was that like for you just to be like, okay, I'm just gonna stay home and then go on the ice and keep myself in shape. And then when everybody gets back, it's go time.
Yeah, I told my mom I didn't want to go anywhere. She wanted to go to Florida. I told her that I need to stay in shape. I need to stay on the ice because the second half of the season is going to be important. And it's my senior year, obviously, so I want to make the most of it. So staying on the ice, keeping my skills fresh, the hands, the legs, it was a big deal for me.
Well, definitely it was it's been quite the year just for you personally. You just set the all-time scoring record for this hockey program. What was that like for you to accomplish? And I know there's a lot of guys over the years that also will get a lot of the credit as well.
Yeah, that was exciting. Went up to the UP, knew I needed 4 points, I believe, and my goal versus Manistique was to hit that 100 mark. And I ended up scoring 5 goals that game, so it was pretty special on the fourth goal to hit the 100-point mark. And yeah, absolutely, would not be able to do it without the teammates that I've played with the last 3 years. Whether they're finishing a pass of mine or they're giving me a backdoor tap in, but it does feel very special. A lot of guys have played 3, 4 years at GRC, so to be the one to do it feels really amazing.
Okay. What was it like going up to the UP? Because you never know what could happen up there. Because just the bus ride up there, it's always an adventure and probably memories that you'll never forget.
Yeah, the bus rides are always one of the most fun, especially the way home if you win. But the way up there, just after the Mackinac Bridge, we got out, went for a team run, had to keep the legs going before the game. We got to the rink super early, had to make sure we had time to warm up, make sure we could get our minds right. Um, we didn't change anything, acted like we had been practicing the whole time, and we just went out there and gave it our best, and it worked. It worked really well.
Okay, let me ask you this, Josh. Like, how do you, I mean, obviously, I could ask like how the team gets ready because everyone does their team stretches and all that fun stuff. But getting
Yeah.
mentally ready is you have to ask every individual player how they do it because it's just everyone's so different. How do you get ready for a game there, Josh?
Yeah, so coming down like 2.5 hours before the game, I put my phone away. Don't worry about it until we're done. That's my main thing. Don't worry about what's going on outside of hockey. It's hockey from that point until the end of the game. I get to the rink and I have the same stretching routine that I do every time. I think it just kind of snaps in my mind that, oh, I'm about to play a game. And then as I'm getting dressed, I'm running through things that I'm going to do on the ice, scenarios, situations, just running through anything possible that could happen, face off plays. And then once I'm fully dressed, I like to listen to music, get a little bit of energy going up, and then just hit the ice ready to go and excited, and that's what really gets me fired up.
Okay, what's Josh Cotton's playlist?
I like rap before a game. I'm a big fan of Lil Baby. I don't know if you know who that is, but
Yes, I know who that is. I'm not old, but
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I'm well aware of who that is.
yeah. So I'm a big fan of him. Just anything with a good beat, I like.
Yeah. Okay, so I know you don't have a lot of games left. Um, uh, I believe you only have one more home game left this season. What before then, of course, you got South Lyon Unified this time. The by the time this by the time in about 24 hours, it'll already have happened. But you got a lot of big games to close out the season. What's that going to be like as we head toward the playoffs, which of course begin in mid-February, and you only have one more home game left against Forest Hill Central.
Well, I'm excited for this last stretch here just because of the way we've been playing, the way we're coming together. Practices have been smooth. Everyone seems very focused right now. So I'm really excited for the second half of the year. I think we're going to do great things. I think we're going to beat some teams that 2 months ago they would have blown us out of the park. I think we're going to come into the rink and we're going to hang and we're going to beat some of these good teams. And I think come playoffs, we're going to be ready to go.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to we got to get to know you a little bit, Josh. How about that?
All right.
Okay, so what's Josh's go-to place for food? Now, this is just in general and
In
whatever.
general,
Yeah.
I love Panda Express.
Okay.
I'm there a few times a week.
Yeah. What do you get there? Do you get the same thing every time or you get something different?
Same thing, white rice, sweet fire chicken with a side of cream cheese rangoons.
Do they know your order?
Maybe. I don't know. They have a lot of employees, so
Yeah. Favorite movie.
favorite movie. I'm gonna have to go with Just Go With It by Adam Sandler or Jennifer Aniston.
Okay. Best moment from the season.
From this season, I'm gonna go with hitting that 100-point mark, as well as scoring 5 goals in that game. It was special for sure.
Yeah. And finally, who's your all-time favorite player?
I'm a fan of TJ Oshie. I have been just since I was a young kid. I thought he had cool hair.
Yeah.
Um, and since then, I've just been a fan of the way he plays.
All right. All right, Josh, thank you so much. Congrats on everything that you've accomplished, everything that this team has accomplished, and best of luck tomorrow against Southline Unified.
Yeah, thank you for having me on here, and thanks for, you know, the night.
Yeah.